When you are born, you are instantly subjected to massive amnesia, so that normally you can't remember where you came from or how you got here. Compelling distractions such as shopping or sports soon encourage you to ignore these basic questions altogether. That was, after all, the plan. The Earth you experience living on is meant to look like a beautifully solid and realistic place. If you wanted to see the matter that forms it close up, you would get yourself one of these, which is a particle accelerator that produces interesting pictures of colliding matter such as this. However, when you look closely at the results, you will find something extraordinary. There is actually no matter at all. Our solid world is actually a vacuum. Everything solid you are experiencing is actually a fantastic illusion. So of what relevance is this to you? You're probably a busy person, with places to visit and people to meet. You might have children to look after. You will almost certainly have bills to pay, and some of those can be pretty scary. All of which can leave you tired and worn out. So suggesting that everything you are experiencing is just an illusion can at first appear to be some sort of cosmic joke of little or no relevance to your daily life and challenges. Therefore, I'm going to show you 3 practical reasons why it is worth your time to pay attention to what is actually going on. So getting started right away, reason number 1 to pay attention is that this is the life you actually wanted. This can be difficult to accept, as there are probably lots of ways in which you would prefer your life to be somehow different. But it is truly exactly the way you actually wanted it. This far anyway. You are not and never will be a victim. This life was your choice. It's an exciting existence, with surprises at every turn. However, you will also recognize deep down that, in some way, you deserve better. You are not a passenger. You are the pilot. Or put another way, you are an astronaut, experiencing a very strange world. So enjoy the ride, because to really change anything, you need to recognize what you actually wanted in the first place. The alternative is to live your life struggling against forces that will often appear bigger than you. Which brings us to the second reason why it would benefit you to pay attention. You keep repeating situations. The illusion we are experiencing has the effect of compelling us to repeat the same situation. We all do this so much that it is considered normal. Take a simple example. How many people do you know who say that they want a perfect relationship, yet in the case of women, how many of them keep on choosing partners like this? Perhaps not looking exactly like this, but nevertheless having a similar mentality. And how many men do you know who repeatedly start relationships with apparently loving pretty girls, only to end up with a woman like this, time after time? One way or another, we all have the tendency to act like lambs to the slaughter, again and again. A simple test that indicates if you are or are not aware of what you are creating is: are you compelled to live out the same experience or situation again and again? Reason number 3 to pay attention to what is actually happening is that you are not alone. Now, the illusion you are experiencing makes you think that you are a solid human being, whereas you would be better described as some sort of light being that is not even here at all, and is actually surrounded by friends who are there to help you experience human life, along with recognize the illusion for what it is, which is probably the only way you will ever comprehend that you are not this. So who are these mysterious friends? Basically, they are like the real you. You may see them as angelic, or perhaps like deceased relatives returning to help. You might even regard them as being somewhat extraterrestrial. It doesn't matter. Because your big question will typically be, where are they when I need them? You may think that they are some sort of rescue service, who exist only to save you every time you get into deep water. Whereas it is far better to see them as teachers, or a kind of customer services, because the severe amnesia your human form is subjected to means that, without special training or help, you are unlikely to have any sense of your real self. So you need the help of these friends to reconnect to your otherwise ignored higher abilities. The simple truth of the matter is that you are an amazing entity that is experiencing a very limited virtual reality, which makes you perceive yourself to be a human being, independently getting on with your own life, whereas the human form is no more than a vehicle or puppet, and you are actually the hand which is controlling it. This illusion is made possible by the human brain. It is pre-programmed to make you believe that you are centered in your head, just behind your eyes, and make you falsely believe that you, this brain thing, is in control. Which of course makes the illusion of being a human being alive on Earth possible. The reality is that you are choosing to experience something similar to the ghost train at a fairground or amusement park. But this ride is infinitely more realistic, does not last long, and is great fun to experience. To help you make sense of all of this, I have written you a personal guide to help you through this amazing human experience. The essential knowledge and insights contained within it have been known by small numbers of individuals for thousands of years, throughout many civilizations. All I have done is to simply take this universal knowledge and condense it into a user-friendly guide that reconnects you with your higher abilities. The end result is something that most people say is highly practical, easy to understand, and gives you a new razor-sharp clarity that gets you results in a totally unique way. So my question to you is, what would you like to change in your life? I'm asking you this so that you have the chance to reflect on how difficult it can be to actually change anything. Life can often appear to be an uphill struggle. But if you take advantage of the help around you, use your higher abilities that enable you to recognize what you are actually creating, your life can magically become very different. The alternative to paying attention is, of course, ultimately futile and repetitive. So remember, you deserve better. Instead of running round in circles, do yourself a favor. Listen to the help around you. Slow down for a moment. Discover how you are the creator of this amazing illusion you are choosing to experience, and change your life.
Access granted.